So we've got this dude over here. His name is Heat Army. I'm assuming he's a he. I don't really know. And I'm sitting here getting the thing set up for the stream. You know, I'm just sitting here getting the thing set up for the stream. And Heat Army is like, yo, bro, start already. Like, what do you think I want to do? What do you think is my favorite part of the day? The freaking stream. Okay? So let's get it started then. Fine, whatever.
It's time! You are watching the FM Senpai, the Bate Beast, Celando Escobar, a Minesweeper champion, Geography champion, and Streamer Showdown champion, Vice Captain America himself,
Second unmuted, God. It's like I've been gone forever, chat. I'm back. Turns out I wasn't gone for that long. That was good. That was good news. I feel sorry for you sitting on that chair. Yo, it's okay. It's a little creaky though. I've literally had to reshoot parts of videos because my chair just hits like a... Now it won't creak. Creak, damn it! You heard one. Oh, so they can't ban a legend. I mean, they can, but they fortunately have let me back. Coffee Bean, thank you so much for the 4 months to kick the stream off as the first sub of the stream. Vanilla Gorilla with the 2 months on the Prime. Spiel Hallenhilger with the 2 months. What's up? RD, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Oh, welcome back. Thank you, Franco Bean, for the 5 months. You are only 1 month away from getting that silver bacon. So we're gonna do a couple things today. We're gonna finish fixing saves, which I'm gonna put in the put in the title or something. We're gonna finish fixing saves today. So if you haven't submitted save, I'm gonna post it in the hammers section.
Cooked.
You feel cooked? You should. Because that's 3 months, young Kurama. Welcome to the cook side of the couch. Yubacha, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Thank you for spending Jeff Bezos money. Low-key, that's my take. Why were you suspended? Well, because Jeff Bezos heard about what we were doing, chat. Jeff Bezos, he heard about what we were doing. He was like, nah. He's stealing too much money. Finishing saving saves today. If you have one in, hope you can make it. Make sure you get in the subscriber section of the Discord so I can slide into your DMs like that too. I am back. My ban was for copyright. I now have 1 copyright strike on my account. Lesson learned. Don't know. We've watched highlights like that a lot of times, and that was the time that Twitch was like, nope. And so I got noped right out of the building. Johannesson, thank you so much for the tier 1. Crawford, thank you so much for the Prime. Woo! Because he's a naughty boy. No, Messi ruined it. Dude, that was hilarious. But the first thing we're going to do, just because I know you guys will love it. Still streaming CK3 with Jack tomorrow? Yes, I'm going to be playing Crusader Kings 3 with Work the Space Jack tomorrow. But first, and like I said, because I know you guys will love it, you might have noticed I came out with a mildly controversial video today that wasn't hilariously poorly timed, if I'm being honest. American makes his Premier League predictions. Yeah. There's the American. The comment section on this video is absolutely hilarious. Wait, hold on. Absolute. Why does that sound weird to you? Sorry. If you weren't awake, now you're awake. That was a hope. Messy time to announce. So for those that don't know, I literally made a video. You sound normal. Okay. I thought I was like peeking somewhere or something. I literally made a video where I talked about how Manchester City was going to finish first because it was a matter of time until they let Messi make the move. Naturally, the day before the video comes out, they make an announcement saying, Messi makes an announcement saying that I have to stay because the board will literally not let me move. This music is copyright free. I'm actually very savvy when it comes to the copyright stuff. With the exception of those highlights, which apparently I'm now going to be afraid to watch literally any highlights at all. Yes, we're going to finish saving the saves that we weren't able to do on Thursday. For reasons, okay? But literally the next scheduled stream, we were back. So, all good. Oh, thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. Keeping with the record of a hype train to kick off every stream. Well, I am allegedly very savvy when it comes to, well, level 2 is done. Kill a snow with the tier 1. Oh, you keep hydrating. Yeah, I gotta keep hydrating. But Kill a Snow, welcome to the hammers. A lot of new hammers today. Okay, I see you. Anyways, we're going to read the comments on this video. I think they're absolutely hilarious. Obviously, me saying Messi times announcement really well. If I was repicking it now, I would put Liverpool 1 and Manchester City 2. Who knows? I might make a video where I literally repick it after the transfer window. You should check out HITC Sports on YouTube if you didn't know them already. I don't. Do you guys know HITC Sports on YouTube? That a thing? There's so many things up in the background right now. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. They can't silence you, but they can try. The first prediction about a transfer is already wrong. Great start. It is. HITC so annoying. They're a great channel. All right, sounds like a good balanced set of internet opinions. Irish guy with about 5 jokes, but he's fun to watch. I prefer HITC 7s. I love HITC 7s. I was talking to him fairly recently about doing a video together. I can't handle the accent of HITC Sports. I feel like some people feel like that about me, so I promise these comments, they hot up. Man City ain't getting messy. Well, this guy's an absolute genius right here. Really? People act like I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to get FM open, by the way, in the background, because we're going to be doing the saving saves. Away with you, demon. First, Man City because of Messi. Oh no, Zealand. You should think that a lot. Oh no, Zealand. Oh no, I can't believe you put. I put Fulham last. I put them 20th. The 20 teams. I put them last. I put Fulham last. Fulham was last. Zealand makes video. Messi issues statement saying he will not forcibly stay apart. Confused American noises. Thank you. 5 of the 11 Spurs 11 you showed will actually start this season. Reece got the Tottenham starting 11 wrong. That is a huge point. How did you come to that conclusion? Literally outdated as soon as it was uploaded. Yes. At least you didn't show any Pulisic bias. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Zealand, can you congratulate me on my birthday? That would brighten my day. Captain Shears, happy birthday. Thank you for being here. I'm happy I can be here with you. I'm happy I'm no longer banned so we can share your birthday together. That sounds like such a degenerate statement, but seriously. Thank you for being part of the Hammers. Have a great rest of your day. I don't know how much of the rest of your day you have available to you, depending on where you are in the world, but I hope it's good. I really do. Will Man United sign No, they're not going to sign Sancho during this window. Dortmund's basically already said, screw that. And United don't want to go up. At that, you're such an interesting person to view. You have absolutely no decent understanding of the Premier League, yet you carved out a niche in regard to playing FM and making predictions based on such experiences lends some authenticity. Sad that you have learned so much of your FM knowledge. What else should we expect? I feel like this guy sat down and he was like, we're going to lay down a super educated take here. I don't even like this comment is, I got a copyright strike. I'm sorry. Like this dude sat down at a computer and he was like, yo, educated take. We're gonna detail this one. Here we go. If it's 1:30 a.m., do I have a little bit of my day left or all of it? I'm a late night person, so I'm gonna go ahead and say all of it. I was starting to get bored of FM, but your channel and streams, the comedy skits and info made me fall straight back in love with it again. Also, everyone get onto the Discord. It's one of the most awesome places on the internet, and everyone in it, especially the Hammers, are legends. Nero, that's the kindest thing anybody's ever said to me. I appreciate it. We work hard to make sure the Discord's a lovely place. Adama Traore is the most overrated player in the Premier League. His passing and shooting are terrible. Somebody plays a little too much FM. I'm talking about this guy, by the way, because his passing or shooting, you know where they're terrible? They're terrible on FM. That's where his passing and shooting are bad. Hype train, all right at the end of it. Nero, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it, and thank you guys for the hype train to start off the stream. To be fair, the Premier League and La Liga fanboys are by far the worst in sports. That's true. I want to do like one of these for every league, and then see how right I am at the end. To be fair, Premier League, so I guess Bruno Fernandes is invisible. Zealand doesn't even mention him as one of the stars of the United team. Okay, that was my mistake. Not that I don't know who Bruno Fernandes is, but apparently not saying somebody's name and saying that I think Chelsea's midfield is better than Man United's midfield leads to the strong opinion. Okay. I know who he is. I know who Bruno Fernandes is. MLS hot takes. I should pick at some point. Scottish Prem? I don't know. Celtic is going to win the title. Thank you. You're welcome. Cheesecakes. Yo, cheesecakes. Thank you for the tier 1. Welcome to the Hammers. Bruno Fernandes is not the Portuguese Milivojevic. I love that. Love that. Wrong before you even posted this. Honestly, yeah, he's right. Arsenal have the youngest average squad in the Prem, so not really a retirement home. You have Willian and David Luiz who you've signed in this transfer window. Why, like, isn't Mustafi still just like puttering around somewhere over there too? Bruno Fernandes. It's his brother. This video started quite messy. I'll see myself out. There's like a couple of people making this joke. It's a great joke. I love it. This is clearly recorded before you were suspended on Twitch. I can't see the devastation of mourning in your eyes. Be honest, I was pretty shook. When I realized I'd actually been banned, I was pretty shook. This dude just said Ederson is a better player than Adama Traore. If you agree with that, dude, you got to get 1080p. Yeah, I wish I could get 1080p. Honestly, I feel like I might try it because I fixed the internet now, so I feel good about that. How do I get Subroom on Discord? So you go to the Discord, right? And then you go to this, and then streamer mode on. This isn't showing anything weird, but I feel like I should have it on. Okay, this prevents the notifications. Then you go to connections, and then you go. Said Ederson better than Adama Traore. Luiz was there last year. That's true. They didn't sign David Luiz in this transfer window. Maybe I shouldn't hold over them the fact that they re-signed him. That That's what I meant to say. They literally re-signed him after that. Alan, sorry, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome to the Hammers, an elite online gaming community. Kind of looks like you're having a stroke. We're good. Whew. Thank you. You got to stay on your toes. Fitness and health. That's what matters. You need to make a YouTube vid on FM dad jokes. That's every video I make. Let's be honest with ourselves. That's every video that I make. But seriously, chat, do you think Ederson is better than Adama Traore? Do you think Ederson's better? Kershis. Thank you so much for the 5 months, Kershis. Barca could sell Rakitic to PSG for 80 mil a couple years ago. Well, yeah, Barca's not a well-run club, so they wouldn't take it. Are you gonna lean into the anti-American trolls for the other league videos, like tipping Schalke to win the Bundesliga because Weston McKennie? No. I do want to be right. Like, I do want to be right. I love being right. I think it's a fun challenge to try and be right. I'm not going to turn into Keemster and just try and troll the internet. They're not comparable. Honestly, I kind of like that take. Chelsea needs a good center back. Looks like he hasn't heard of Chelsea signing Thiago Silva.
Chelsea jumping to second now that Messi not at City?
I think so, Gillum. I think City drops to third. They're either second or third, switching with Chelsea. But Gillum, thank you so much for the 3 months. Somaranga with the 5 gifted subs. Not Air Slaughter Curdy, Matthew Joseph Chapman, and Anton. Welcome to the Hammers. Make sure you get in the subscribers section of the Discord. The disrespect for Liverpool is unreal. Dude, I think they're going to win the league now that Messi's not going to City. How can you disrespect a team when that's like, I think they're going to win the league now? I should like remake this video. Will this age well? I kind of love it though. This dude literally thinks I'm bang on. I mean, I also think I'm bang on with the exception of the Messi thing. No, I didn't forget about Thiago Silva. I believe in analytics, and there are absolutely no analytics that tell me signing a 35-year-old center back for free is something that is going to revolutionize your back line. On to the next one. This video already got double the amount of comments of the last video. Well, I wonder why. Messi stays at Barca, confused screaming. Yeah, a little bit. McKins, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. You forgot about Sar? No, I mentioned Sar. I just don't. What I say about Sar in the video is that I don't know if you can rely on a guy that's coming like to be your lead center back in his first year in the Prem when he's taken the step up in competition like that. You know? Cahill says otherwise. Well, Cahill's not. He's just, I don't know. Sar's going to be loaned out. That wouldn't even surprise me. Is there anyone in there to help Alba? No. Filmed this a few days ago, huh? Somebody knows how YouTube works. I do appreciate that. Do you want to remake this video? This video is proof why you shouldn't make predictions before the transfer window is closed. That's probably true. Explain yourself, Zealand. The inquest is on. Messi is staying at Barcelona. But it's the people that are like, does he know? He totally doesn't know. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's the beginning of the video. I'm sitting there like, I filmed this video like Wednesday. The transfer window shut. Yes, the transfer window does shut after the season starts. But what'd you get banned for? I got a copyright strike. In terms of professionalism in the back line, Silva's a cracking signing. Professionalism, yes, but like being a productive lead center back on a top Premier League team at 35. Analytically, he's 3 years out of his prime as a central defender. When you talk about when central defenders peak. Zealand, quick question. I've taken over Liverpool after a few years. Got Dybala, Madison, Firmino, Edouard competing for more or less the same roles. It's driving me crazy managing playing time. Any tips? Figure out who you like the least and sell that person. Then playing time balancing is going to get a lot easier. You'll get a lot of money for him too. I want to see you remake it. My club validation comes from seeing randomers online predict us is first. Please help. No, honestly, there's some I saw some comments this morning. I was like, we have to read this, but I honestly, oh, this dude thinks Kieran Tierney's better than Andy Robertson. He's not. He's always useless for Scotland because Scotland doesn't play him as a left back. They play him as the, hey, are you Messi? That's what Scotland does with Andy Robertson. I'm just going to pretend this first prediction doesn't exist. That's probably what you should do. I mean, you're never going to be wrong with that phrase. You do, in fact, need dudes. Need a lot of dudes. I always say that. You just need dudes. Just started already wrong. Yep. Definitely. You predicted Leeds 12th. I did. Remember when De Gea was very good? I actually don't. I kind of blacked out for that phase. Totally blacked out for that phase. Tierney is. Whoa! Whoa! Well, I like, and I want to preface this, I feel like people get lost in having these huge opinions. I like Kieran Tierney. I don't think Kieran Tierney is better than Andy Robertson. And he played left back and I did, oh, well, I obviously, despite what Twitch thinks, I didn't actually watch the match. So was it deliberate? You did the countdown from 20, you didn't do the countdown from 20 to 1. Look, I think a staple of what I do is that I really just kind of do things my own way. I don't know how. I've never I am not kidding, and this is going to come as a shock to you, probably. I do watch a lot of the Premier League, despite what some people think. But you know, it's the internet. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I have actually never watched a Premier League prediction video ever. My entire life, I've never watched a Premier League prediction video. Not once. Ever. Like, literally ever. Pulisic for the Ballon d'Or? Yes. No Premier League knowledge, no context, just vibes. I love that. Absolutely just vibes. Wolves and Leicester, 5th and 6th. Did you not see Leicester in the second half of the season? I did. I also saw them in the first half of the season. Leicester was just really bad after the break. And for whatever reason, their team didn't respond well to that. They were, like, good before. Ugh. Well, this is awkward. Where are the real nasty ones? That's what I'm here for. You actually posted this after Messi agreed to stay at Barcelona. Weird move, bro. I don't care. I was about to care, but I'm not gonna. I've already explained it to a couple people. This video's not gonna age well, dude. I honestly think it might, other than the city thing. Love you, Zealand, but some of these opinions are woeful. Do a fantasy Premier League. We actually have one, by the way. We have a fantasy Premier League team. Like, we have a fantasy Premier League thing in the Hammer chat. Somewhere in there. JT posted it. It's like it's the official Zealand Fantasy Premier League thing. Absolutely. Hey, it's my comment. Nice. When are we gonna go get Frenchies, dude? In Clearwater? Oh god, that sounds. What's this stream? We're looking at the comments on the YouTube video before we start saving saves, but we're saving saves today. Easy. Kieran Tierney's better than Messi in attack and better than Virgil van Dijk in defense. Well, that's great. You should probably tell him that so he can start playing like it. Let us in, homie. I'll get it all set up for the stream tomorrow with commands and everything. It's something that JT started and he was like, hey, do you want to get everybody involved? How are things today so freshly unbanned? Honestly, getting banned, it gives you an appreciation for it, because there was like a couple of hours where I'm like, okay, you know, if they thought I was playing the match and like streaming the match to Twitch, I could be banned forever. They could give all this, like, they could refund all of the subs, and you know, how am I going to pay Reece? Just sort of like, this just got weird. It makes you appreciate it a little more. L from the title. No one says picks here. That's why I changed it to predictions. I actually listen to people, believe it or not. How can you not be impressed with Man United's midfield? I made this video before they signed Van de Beek, but I honestly, like, I don't think Van de Beek is great. And Pogba is one of the most gifted players in the world, but he's not actually good. Do you know what I mean? When is the next World Cup watch? We have the Gold Cup first, and what we could do is turn that into a whole week where we do like Gold Cup, then World Cup, then World Cup, because that'd take 3 days. We have Gold Cup, and then we go into the World Cup. So we could do it over 3 days. I'm thinking in the next couple of weeks it's definitely going to happen, but when exactly, I don't know. Have you seen Van de Beek? Yeah. Don't touch Pogba. I've been to an Aussie Rules football match. Yeah, I understand the rules. I love the game. I do love it. Van de Beek is class. Okay. I think Chelsea's midfield is better than Man United's. That was one of the hotter takes from this video. You're funny. That was one of the hottest takes from this video that a lot of people, that's a messy start. This was the comment. I was like, this deserves credit. Whoa, these predictions are so bad. Yes. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you. West Brom to win the Champions League. You got to believe in something. You probably should believe in something a little more realistic, but What do you do when the board signs players that you don't want? Switch clubs. Oh, my bad person. No, obviously not. That's not. I was banned for. Okay. Never mind. Definitely an American opinion. Stay of Football Manager. Wrong preposition. Why can't people align audio properly? Pretty sure the audio's fine. I enjoyed it this morning. This may need to be re-recorded. There's some like really funny, nasty ones down here somewhere, but I literally can't find them. So I'm gonna set up the saves. We'll get rolling. So if you've submitted a save thing from the past, like from Tuesday, now is finally the time. How the devil are you? Welcome back. So I'm great, Left Foot. How are you? Just like everybody in the comments opinion. We'll see who's right? Are you planning to do a reacting to my predictions? I hadn't thought of that. That'd be pretty funny. Not Golo, are you here today? Not Golo. Perth. Isn't Perth a weird city that's not near any other city? Whoa, Sumranga with the 2 gifted subs. I must have been on the zoom in when you hit that, my man. Thank you so much for the 2 more. 120 gifted subs to the channel. Kieran and Vermsteiner, welcome to the Hammers. Sumranga, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. Hell yes. Wow, the 7 gifted. Trying to own today, man. Any great move, but I'm not sure why. You gotta love it, dude. I feel every time I'm able to do this. Great to have you back, Doc. Shh. they'll never find me here. Do a sabotaging save stream. That'd be really funny. Hold on. Actually saving saves. That's our... So we got... Please help Parfait. A follow-up from last saving saves. Had issues selling my French players with huge wage demands. Oh, so they had those I like big wages, and I cannot lie, you have to pay part of the wages to complete the sale. If nobody wants to pay the wage, you have to pay part of the wages to complete the sale. How's the new place? It's honestly great now that I've fixed our internet problems. I gotta be honest, when I got banned, I totally thought it was the internet dropping, and I was like, bro, I actually spent hours fixing it. Yeah, it sucks, Parfait, but that's why getting locked into larger contracts is unfortunate. That's all of Australia. Well. When I got banned, I was seriously like, yo, I fixed the internet. I ran so many tests. I fixed the internet. I ran so many tests. And I fixed the internet. How you gonna do this to me? And it was just like, well, obviously... You know, obviously you, so. Wait, did you get banned midstream? Yeah, I got banned. The video evidence of this is obviously gone because they like delete the ban stuff. Conrad, thank you so much for the 7 months, dude. I appreciate that a lot. I got a copyright strike for playing a highlight on stream. And I literally got banned in the middle of the stream. I was just going along. You can't log into your account. So I feel like nobody knows what it's like to actually be banned. They don't tell you anything. The only reason I found out I was banned is because of that. We're going to save, not Golo save in a second here. The only reason you find out, like, what happened, also, hell yeah, brother, is because there's this account that just, like, tweets. And it just goes, Twitch partner Zealand has been banned, and somehow knows who I am and like tags you in it. And then the only reason you find out you're unbanned is because Twitch partner Zealand has been unbanned after 1 day, 56 minutes and 10 seconds. And you're just like, okay. Yeah, that's like all you know. You can't log into your account, which is really weird. So like, my OBS just shut down. It was like, it's like, nope. And you, okay, whatever, fine, cool. Thanks, appreciate it. You can't access any of the partner stuff on like Twitch or anything because it's all linked to your account, which you can't log into. I did not get, the only communication I had with Twitch was I created a ticket. And because I couldn't log into my account, it was just like, you know, a normal customer service ticket that was like, hey, I got banned. Haven't really been told why. I'm assuming it's DMCA. I thought I was within fair use, and I guess I wasn't. What should I do? I tweeted at Twitch support. They never replied. Maybe I'm just not cool enough, guys.
How's it going, brother man?
It's going well. How you doing, JD Legend? Thank you so much for the 3 months. No, it was clearly because they had a bot trolling the website for the Germany-Spain game. And we watched a highlight from the Germany-Spain game. And that was what did it. It literally just, it just shut off. And the channel disappeared. It must have been really weird to be watching it. And the channel literally just disappeared. So let's download this. It's time, not Golo. It's already in there. Oh, shoot. Already shortcutted it. Download. Oh, yeah, we should have a new emote. I submitted an emote today. Do we have the new emote yet? It was an overwhelming vote in the subscribers section of the Discord for this new emote. I mean, like, overwhelming vote. Dulwich Hamlet. right, cool. We're going. Did they approve it yet? It might have. I have 15 notifications. Can I just bench and sell them next summer? Zealand, incredible. Blame it on the American time zone difference. This must be a new record in the history of this post age poorly, basically. To me, it's just hilarious. How far do they drop for you? I already responded that. Okay. I was making sure I got all that covered. I don't want to leave anybody hanging if I replied to them and then boom, the bomb drops. All right, Dulwich Hamlet with Ngolo. Conte in the chat. What's up, man? What happened on the vid? Oh, I made a vid, the Premier League predictions, and literally I had a take that ended up being wrong, that Messi was definitely going to go to Manchester City. And it looked like I was going to be right for a long time. And then I wasn't, because Bartomeu just is determined to not get reelected as the president of Barcelona, apparently. So, do you have older VODs saved from the Colombian save? Would you be able to upload to the New Zealand live channel? So we got to get the Zealand live channel back and rolling again. Obviously, the huge hiccup in getting banned. One of the VODs is kind of backlogging things on the live channel because it actually requires editing from Reece, and he's working on it. Yeah, we could retroactively upload them, but then I think I would have to drag them and put them in order. That'd be like a project to get those up, like a long-term project. All right, let's see what Golo's got for us today. Looks like things are not going particularly poorly. All right, it's not Golo. Ladies and gentlemen, the FM gods have blessed me. Oh, I feel like we need... The FM gods have blessed me, and I've caught flames with soon-to-be 3 promotions as for... Yeah, wait, we've totally done this one. That would be why it was already in my drive. Haven't we? This is dangerous, chat. What the I think this is the one we were doing when I got banned. Maybe it has bad voodoo. Kind of salty that you had Arsenal so low. I'm not happy you've broken my heart. Conrad, my opinion has nothing to do with how they're going to play this year. So if you think I'm wrong, then good. For your team. Then hopefully they'll do better, right? Bartomeu isn't getting reelected even if he got the 700 million for Messi. So what? Just burn the house down before you... Is Reece single? I honestly don't know. I feel like he's not. Unfortunately for you all, I think Reece is I think Reece is not. Am I single? I'm married to the game. Oh man, that was good. Are you single? I'm married to the game. I have been getting sent text messages by a friend of their ex attempting to get back together with them, and it's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. They're like keeping me updated on this thing, and they just I didn't put my phone on the floor. They just keep doing that. Show us your zucchini. Well, I had like a bunch of jokes. I just don't want to say them. I just got unbanned, chat. Come on, take it easy on me. We get awkward if you start talking about it? No. Oh. Actually, yeah, I'm single, but I didn't like... I had a girlfriend for a very long time, and it ended amicably, but it ended. And you're just like, okay. Yeah. I talked about it once. So I didn't really go into detail after that because she was like involved in the stream stuff. God awful at developing players in anything. Would be useful to look around from the FM Senpai himself to see if I'm missing anything in general, how I could really push on and take this save to the next level. So we've got Dulwich Hamlin, who he's now gotten promoted into League One, which is hardly done. Typically, if you fly through the National League and League Two, you're already a good team in League One. That's just something to keep in mind. That does not carry over to the championship. Gotta sign this guy. I remember this guy. He's gotta sign him. Sign that guy. He's bad at developing players. And the only way to make money is to buy low and sell high. The real way to make money here is your senior affiliate saving you wage. And it looks like that's what he's doing. He's maxed out his loans. Just wants to look over to make sure. What am I doing? Everything I can to be able to succeed at the next level. Well, let's check your scouting assignments. Oh, he's got limitations. That sucks. He can literally only go to those countries. I guarantee you in League One, they're gonna clear that. You can go to your board and ask to expand the scouting range. Your finances, you're okay financially, and you're going to be making more money in League One. You're going to be able to clear that. You're going to be able to scout anywhere in the world. And then you start actually scouting for talented young players. You're going to have to deal with work permits and whatever type of Brexit you had in terms of the number of foreign players you'll be able to bring in, which means scouting in Eastern Europe is probably going to be your best bet, in Scandinavia to bring in some players that are going to have some potential to continue to play with you all the way up to the Prem. Is there a rate my save thing? I don't really like rating saves. Saving saves. I want to go in, impart some knowledge. Now, I'm not the end-all be-all, but, you know, try and help point the save in the right direction, and that's what we're doing right now. Best way to make money that isn't selling players. Competition prize money. I mean, that's a stupid answer, right? Thank you for your work. Alex Bond, it is a pleasure. I miss Bate. What did you love about Bate cheesecakes? How long is the list for saving saves? Actually, we're not accepting submissions today. We're going through and saving saves of people that submitted on Tuesday, because if you hadn't heard, I freaking got banned on Twitch in the meantime. So these people that submitted didn't actually have the opportunity to have their save married to the grind. I had to be honest, I hate the word grind. Hate it. Everybody like, bro, just grind to the top. Have fun. I don't mean like have fun, like, oh, who cares? What are you doing? You know, I hate the entire culture around the grind. Married to the shimmy and the shake. Boy, you know it. Married to the shimmy and the shake. But to be honest, my official recommendation for this is going to be ask your board to expand your scouting range, scout Eastern Europe and Scandinavia. Try and snag some guys that'll be able to play with you all the way up to the Prem. Carry your momentum into League One. Do not be afraid of the fact that you could go directly up to the championship. Then know when you get to the championship, you're more likely than not to completely stall out there because the wage budget difference is nasty. Continue to abuse your loans. Maybe look to get an even better senior affiliate. No offense to Crystal Palace or Leeds, but if you get Man City or Liverpool or United or Chelsea or Arsenal or Tottenham, and I feel like I have to mention everybody so nobody gets mad, you get one of those teams and start loaning players in from them. You can get right through the championship as well, as long as you do something else, right? I want to grind you. Josuke, you're just gonna keep making plays. Shooters shoot, though. I have respect for shooters that shoot. You missed out on Aston Villa. That hurt. This table is very hard. Ow. I am so sore, chat. Oh, I'm so sore. I played basketball yesterday. And like basketball, like hard, intense, physical basketball. And I got out of bed this morning and it was like the amount of creaking was terrifying. You ever not partake in like intense physical activity for a long time and then you do and you don't stretch, you don't do anything, and then all of a sudden you just like your whole body, like you sit on the couch and you're just, oh, I guess I'm just here, I'm not going anywhere. I thought I saw you in the playoffs last night. Yeah, they call me the Bold Mamba, rest in peace. You play the ball with a basket? Yeah, it's weird how that works. This is my save? All right, Wimser. We're getting it loaded up. Let's do this thing. We'll read what you posted in a second. I played pretty well, thank you for asking, but I was very out of shape, or like very slow. It's just a certain type of fitness, that stop and start and physical, like pushing and whew. I wouldn't know what so Norway's a summer league, so the youth intake dates are probably going to be August or September. That would be that, like, it's going to be around there. Summer leagues, it's always in the back like third of the league season. Talking about the NBA, I'm a Bucks fan. Dude, very sorry to hear that. Dude. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Vimser. Are you here? I knew Vimser was here. It's getting hot. I remember when you subbed and joined the Hammers for the first time. This name's fantastic. It's getting Hotspur in here. If you're here, we'll do yours too. First real save longer than one season. I love it. Your first real save longer than a season. I absolutely love it. And thank you for submitting the save. I don't have an NBA team, and I kind of love it that way. I'm able to just like enjoy the games, right? What happened the other night? Shutdown. I got banned on Twitch. I got a copyright strike. We were watching highlights of a highlight of Spain and Germany, and they must have had a bot trolling for people streaming the game, and they gave me a copyright strike and took my channel down. It was great. All right, so Vemser had a great run, promotion to Champions League, but we then fell without great changes to a relegation fight. My main striker dropping from top 3 in the Bundesliga to almost no goals, even with talks and traits. Also advise on improvements with the current budget to get the middle upper table. Okay, so you were in Champions League positions, and you are now in the... Let's see. Yeah, no kidding. You finished 4th. Dude, what happened this year? In your locker room atmosphere isn't even that bad. Ooh. It's a bad year right here. Great run. You got yourself promoted. Excellent work. Incredible first season in the Bundesliga. And the second one, just not a bucket, not a barrel of laughs here. You've survived the promotion playoff barely and stayed up. So congratulations. Must have been a sweaty last day. All right, well, let's look at the team. We got to go to the comparison screen and say, okay, how good's your defense? You're obviously terrible in the air. You're literally the worst team in the league in the air. Your marking and tackling are bad. Physically, they can hang, though. Maybe that's a theme throughout the... Oh, boy. Forwards are okay. I think what happened last season is that you were very, very, very confident. And I'm talking about like the team. Cohesion, atmosphere, tactic buzzing, players full of form and confidence. Carried you to a 4th place position. It is important to remember now that your team is not actually that good. Like, this guy is a good signing for you. This is not a guy with these attributes right now that has any business playing for a top 4 team in the Bundesliga regularly. I'm doing well, though, Yako. Thank you for asking. Thank you for saving my dorking save a couple months ago, says General Mini Dragon. I got an affiliate at the end of the season after saving saves and just recently won the Europa League and Prem after taking a fourth of the U21 team of Brazil going into the Champions League soon and need some depth. Any tips? You can look for old players to sign on a one-year contract if you need a little depth going in there, or time to promote the young guys. I discovered your channel was extremely sad. I couldn't find your channel. Well, I know. Mike, I'm sorry. I felt the worst for people like that. Does Mom Shannon play FM? No, she doesn't. That'd be a good YouTube. Mom, you're flying up here. That's definitely illegal. But still. We don't have a history of bending the rules, do we? No? Okay, good. Just checking. I've enjoyed the vids. FM was getting stale for me. Well, I'm glad we could add a little spice to that. Okay. So I think it's about restructuring Vimser. You got an 8-9 win run early. Yeah, that makes sense. Is you coming in with the confidence in the form and everything else. Let's just... So we know that your team is not actually good enough to be where you were last season. What the good thing for you is the amount of money you made from that kind of move and playing in the Champions League. How did you group stage? Yeah. Got group staged. B. To be fair, that's pretty savage group. Even Monaco's a little down right now. That's a pretty savage group. That wasn't kind. This is the huge thing here is you now have 2 years of Bundesliga prize money, and Bundesliga prize money is freaking amazing. Okay. 2026. Sorry, my head's in the way. We'll go down here. But we're in 2026. You got promoted. You had a big first year. You got Champions Leagues worth about 30 million when you talk about the group stage payout, the TV money, and the sponsorship boost that you get from that sort of thing. You managed to stay up in the Bundesliga for a couple of years. Now it's about spending this money intelligently. Please tell me you have control over this. Yes. Looking for first team players is tricky. I feel like you should be attempting to build your team kind of like Rasenballsport does in the Bundesliga, right? So you get a lot of money for playing in Germany. Just for existing. You don't have to do anything other than be there to make enough money to be able to buy good young players. This is what Leipzig does. And you need to now go around and buy young players from around the world, because Germany has literally no restrictions. So when I'm talking to Deutsch Hamlet, I'm like, you should scout Scandinavia and Eastern Europe because the work permits are going to be really annoying. You should be scouting everywhere because Germany's rules that just don't even exist. You take the money that you've gotten from doing an excellent job and invest it in buying players and building a team like Leipzig. Not a team that everybody hates, but a team that's how you build a competitive team in the Bundesliga when you are not Bayern, basically. Does that make sense? I had it on Hot Prospects first 4 years and switched it when I went downhill last season. Switch it back. Is your team needs a boost. If you take this money, because it's not a ton, right? If you take this money, you have a lot of wage room, actually. So you could, probably there. If you take this money and you spend 30 million, what's the best player you're going to get for 30 million? The best top league level player you're going to get for 30 million. Is he worth potentially signing 5 or 6 South Americans, a couple guys from North Africa, a couple guys from West Africa, maybe a couple guys from around Europe, and a couple of those players pan out and end up being like good enough to make the 25 at Bayern or Dortmund. It's not. To me, it's not. If you're playing the long game here, I understand you were really desperately trying not to get relegated. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think the, like, ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I think you did the right thing, but I think now that you know you've stayed up, you should switch back. That's what I would do. You can have one guy, if you have a huge hole in your team, which using the stars is just something to guide us. We'll throw a quick pick in. Simon Golnick. He's not terrible, but hey. Giselfo Barnes. That's a fantastic name. I didn't know that player existed until now. Welcome back. The day you got banned was my first time watching too. It was fun 15 minutes. Glad it can now continue. Yeah, Baltimore Blue Crabs. That was a fun time for everybody. So I think the board's about to be happier with him though, because they're still reserving judgment on him avoiding relegation, and he has avoided relegation. Like, you have actually not been relegated because it's 2 legs. Did you stay up? I'm assuming you've played this second match. I'm assuming you stayed up. I'm doing everything under the assumption you stay up. Apparently it's 2 legs. So they're reserving judgment. That means the quick pick is broken too. So you said you have Bernardo Silva. He's your star player. I mean, he's good. He's definitely good enough to be a player in the top in Bundesliga for a while. He was kind of a lead guy. There's no way that physical profile is right. Can I find the other Bernardo Silva, please? What's his full name? There's no way this physical profile is right. Bernardo Neves de Jesus Gouveia de Silva. I can't copy it. Great. We're typing. Come on, man! Give me a picture! There's no way. There is no way he's 6'3", 143 pounds. I saw the word unbanned. We're just celebrating like being unbanned on Twitch. He's 6'3", 143 pounds. .6'3" in centimeters. This is just for people that have to convert this so they can. Oh God. 6'3" in centimeters. 190. So he's 190 centimeters. 190 centimeters. 143 pounds. In what? Kilograms? What do you guys? Is it kilograms? Kilos? Thank you. He's under 65 and he's 190 centimeters. In euros. Shh. A strong breeze could blow this guy away. I don't see it though. Like, unless he's just got paper stuffing under the shirt. How? It's a very skinny man. He's got 14 strength. Where are his bones? How? He's 14 strength. You have an interesting star player. I'll give you that. Interesting star player. But I think the issue is that you really managed out of your skin to get top 4 in the first season. Now that, like, once you get a hold of promotion, okay, I would switch the scouting back. I would be looking for first team players, but primarily goalkeeper. Do you have like, this guy's kind of okay, but he's a you need more people like this, basically. You need more people that over the course of the season are going to grow and get better with your team. And you're lucky in where you are that is going to be possible. Right? Strong-willed. This is a guy who had his left arm amputated. Yeah, he's like missing a limb or something. What's that, like 3 ounces tall? Shh. You'll confuse me. Stop. Yeah, look, you, Wimser. I got a North Korean too who is decent. Praise the dear leader. His picture is so accurate. The dear leader. He leads us to starvation and misery. Ri Jong-un. Man has 41 caps at 22. He's not bad though. But North Korea is not a terrible team. But I think that's the main thing. I think what I'm here to do is tell you, I would sign one first team player to fill a hole in your team. Other than that, honestly though, I wouldn't do that, because the level your team is at, you will be able to sign people for 5-6 million like that right back who can literally step into the first team right now and also be like a prospect for the future. Love his face, dude. I know. I promise. You guys want, like, I feel so touched being back from being back from the ban and everything. I do. And oh, Chris Hywen, thank you so much for gifting a sub, dude. I just saw that. Chris Hywen, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Yeah, I've been locked in on this save and saves. Donatello, thank you for the 10 bits. Eric Pye, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. JD Legend, I know I already thanked you, but I'll thank you again. And same with Conrad for the insane 7 months. But Chris Hywind, where do you feel touched? I stop on the wrong words sometimes. Anyways, we are working on a project. I'm an FM nerd. Most of you probably are too. This project is really cool. I enjoy the fact that I am able to kind of bring people together to work on things, because now I'm Zealand. And so I can bring people together to work on things. So what I've done is I've brought together a team. And we're working on something that pertains to faces. That right now it looks like we're going to be able to pull off. Stay hydrated. Thank you. And if we do, like, purely from my FM nerd standpoint, it's going to be like so cool. It's so cool. I'm talking like AI, advanced learning. I've said too much. See, you're struggling to Striker fell hard last season. Well, he's not like actually that good. It should be done for FM21. Oh, wait a second. I just realized I was supposed to do something at the start of this stream. So you might not know, I'm working with a merchandise company. They reached out to me. They said they wanted, they're like, so I always hated those merchandise stores where you just like take your logo and just kind of slap it on there. And then you're like, hey, buy my merch, wear my name across your chest for no particular reason. But this company reached out to me. They were a startup and they're like, hey, we want to make clothes for streamers. And they were just like, we want you to be one of the people that we launch with. They're called High Score Tees. And I was like, that works. Like, you know, I get a lot of people. I know you hear this from basically everybody that does what I do, but a lot of people reach out to you and they always have terrible ideas. And they had good ideas. They were like, okay, you know, and it's not like an exclusive deal with this company or anything. They literally were just like, hey, we will make you, and that's it. Like specific Zealand merch. This is the sample. It got here yesterday. Now they made a bunch of designs, so I don't know which one they sent me. I think they sent me, they might have sent two. So there's about 12 designs. João Felix to Wolves. No, Fabio Silva to Wolves. Fabio Silva to Wolves. That's what happened. Sorry. So here, this is the mate. Don't go dissing your sponsors. What do you? I don't have any. I literally don't have any sponsors. If you know sponsors, I feel like I'm wasting a lot of monetary potential. To be perfectly honest, I have never had a sponsor, but they reached out to me and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna like we do designs for you. You can be one of the featured like streamers on the website or whatever, and we just want to kind of get it off the ground." And I was like, okay, that sounds awesome. And like they, you know, they had to work out the royalties and everything. And I was like, you know, so many people reach out to you and the ideas are just bad, and they had great ideas. And so this is what they sent me. But they have a bunch of designs, right? They have a bunch. Can you like? I can't even. They have a bunch of designs. I gotta be honest, this one isn't even my favorite. They have a jersey, two different kinds of jerseys. Can you zoom out a little bit? What do I look like to you? Here, we'll go. Yo, Jeter, thank you so much for the 5 months. I want the silver. Well, you're 1 month away. I believe you're going to get there. And Nero, thank you for the 69 bits, by the way. We are the sponsors, my friend. So somebody told that. They were like, hey, man, you're wasting a lot of monetary potential. And I'm like, I don't want to work with an online casino. Like, you know, but they had some great ideas. And this shirt, it's like, I feel like an Instagram model. It feels really good. That's why they sent me this. And that's why I was like, look, I don't like, if these shirts are really terrible, I don't want to sell them. So you have to send me samples. And they're like, completely agree. And so the first one just got here yesterday. And it feels better than most of the shirts that I currently own. And I realize that's a really low bar because I'm a 24-year-old dude that buys really, really, really clothing. But oh, it was mirrored? True, because I'm in this corner. It was mirrored. Keen for the jersey. Can I show the mock-ups? Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna message him, and if he messages me back during the stream, can I show the mock-ups on stream? And if he messages me back, I'll literally show you all of them. I think they're great. I think they look really good. I think they look really good. People are disturbed by my age sometimes. I don't know why. Hope there's a Senpai on the back of the jersey. That would be my jersey, right? Let me snag that black shirt, dude. They're not out yet. Trust me. I'm going to tease you about it for a long time because that is my job. But just so you know, and I've been DM'd about this multiple times, which is weird to me. It's very weird to me. This stuff exists, and it looks very cool. When I thought Zealand's a friendly YouTuber who doesn't cuss, I was very wrong. What the are you talking about, Jenny? We have a self-moderation policy. Glad I could drop the resub. Yo, Jeter, I'm just glad that it was possible for you to drop the resub. When do you stream exactly? So the schedule's listed on the Stream Elements thing. It's also listed on the schedule. I stream 4 days a week. I'm busy. I'm in school. And we're making YouTube videos, stirring up controversy. Not really. The Keemster of the FM community. Self-moderation. Yeah, I feel like I could just bleep anything. Who's the next save, by the way, Vims? They're saying you struggle to sign wingers as well. That's just luck of the draw, right? Because there is no hard-coded, like, you could get a bunch of wonder kids that come out at the same place and they all end up as center backs. You know, that's it's balanced somewhat, but it's not balanced enough to where, like, well, you can get wingers, you go to this country, you're going to be fine. There's where the wingers are, right? You know, okay. You need to go to stream the Colombian save today? I'm not. No, we're going to stream it on Tuesday, I believe. Pessigu, thank you so much for the prime. It's getting Hotspur in here. Probably doesn't like me because I picked Tottenham to finish 8th. I would understand that, but also, you know, Pessigu, make sure you get to the subscribers section of the Discord as well. I appreciate you being part of an elite online gaming community. You want to go to Wingerland. You find your wingers in Wingerland. Is that where Arson is too? All right, so Nottingham Forest. This should be fun. Now, I haven't done a saving a Nottingham Forest save maybe ever. I don't know why. I feel like they're a great idea for a save because they've literally won multiple Champions Leagues and they are now not even in the top flight of their country. Doesn't that make it an incredibly attractive save? I feel like it would. Russia is the best sweeper keepers. I'm just going to call him Igor Akinfeev from now on. There are some people that unironically call him Igor Akinfeev. Do you get it? Oh, well. It had layers. Your predictions are too controversial. Maybe 1 or 2 teams, but you're fine. I really enjoyed it this morning, I'm not gonna lie, because obviously it's just hilarious that the day before the video comes out, which I recorded 5 days ago, you know, Messi's like, I'm staying in Barcelona, so I didn't even get to release the video before he was like, I'm staying in Barcelona. To be fair, I kind of was right. It was not his choice. He's staying at Barcelona because he has no other choice. He literally has no choice. Big is this save? Good gracious. Hotspur in here. This save is gargantuan. It's like 700 megabits. That's no. I never know what the things actually stand for. It's 700 MBs. Messi does deserve a lot better. You play for a club for 20 years, you should probably be able to do whatever you want. Apparently he can, so good for him. Yeah, but you know what? Now he's going to leave for free. I'm sitting here thinking, like, do you really want 1 year of Messi when you're not going to win anything anyways? Because the team is terrible. And Messi was right. Messi can see it. Messi is literally inside the team. And in his quote, he's like, there is no plan. He said that. He said there's no plan. They're just like freaking out and covering holes as they like appear. He's like, I don't think we're giving enough. We're paying enough attention to how huge it is that Messi literally said there is no plan. Messi is La Liga's only superstar. And look, leagues wax and wane. La Liga was the bee's knees 5 years ago, but now, yeah, I think Messi leaves in a free next season for sure. Unless there's, unless Bartomeu is out, they start making good transfer moves, which is essentially Messi's like making the transfer decisions for them. Unless all of that changes, Messi leaves for free next year, and at that point, the Kings sell him. Like, don't release clause, sell him. Say, hey, give us 150 million, and we will give you the most talented player on the planet right now. All right, what's going on with Nottingham Forest? Just finished my 4th season with Nottingham Forest under journeyman save. We spent 2 seasons in the championship before getting promoted. Finished 6th in our 1st season in the Prem. Finished 4th this season and also made the FA Cup final. Nice. 6th in your first Prem season is beautiful. However, I feel like we're still a ways off the top teams. I want to know what I need to do to reach the final level and have a realistic chance of winning the league title and Champions League. If this sounds like... Wait, I already have YouTube open. If this sounds like something that you need help with, watch that video. Because all I'm about to say, everything I'm about to say, is in this video right here. Wait, I actually completely, hold on. I completely tagged the prediction video wrong. Whoops, wrong playlist. That's not an FM based thing. It's Zealand Does Sports. All right. Popped up in the FM based playlist. What is this? Amateur hour. Okay, so you've done actually very well. You've got Champions League football in your 2nd season. You have displaced Chelsea and Manchester United, but you feel like you're a ways off the top teams, namely Arsenal in 2026. Apparently, finally, God, unbelievable. Arsenal literally has not won the league. I didn't know it had been that long. I really didn't know it had been that long. That's pain. The How to Win the Champions League video. It's pretty new. It's in the Zealand Does FM base playlist. 80% of their money goes to wages. Yeah, it's because they make terrible. Like, why do you have Pjanic? Why? Like, what are you doing? Jenny, I'm glad you liked them. How about them Buccaneers? Do they look good? Shinga's under. It's nice. Oh, yes, Shinga's under. Good. Why am I doing that today? I have no idea what you're saying, pleb, but don't worry. The monetization is on. This is the only way I compete. It's the only way I can pay Reece. You show what the guy wrote, please? Yeah. No, we read it once, but... Oh, oops. We'll look at it again. He is... Oh. Asking essentially how to catch the top teams. So what I do when I'm in this situation, basically when I was Bate, when I was doing the Bate save, and I get to look myself in the mirror and say, are we good enough to win the Champions League? I'm going to go to Arsenal. They just won the league. Their goalkeeper is Angus Gunn. It's not actually... No way. They've got a better goalkeeper than that, for sure. What's Leno doing? Piddling around? He's the starter. Oh, great. Now we can't trust this team at all. They have William Saliba. This team is actually not as good as Hey, gross. Ew. Ew. It's probably not their first team, weirdly enough. They have Jack Grealish. 2 caps. Worth it. Totally worth it. Is Reece in the stream? Reece, are you here? I don't know if he is. He's editing right now, probably. The Rays are more than solid. The Rays are probably the best team in baseball. The Lightning are in the Eastern Conference Final. The Bucks actually have a chance. All of my sports teams from Tampa. Beautiful. Add a manager to all those teams to delete their players. So what I typically would like to do is you go in, you find a normal starting lineup, you click through the players, and then you go to your team and you click through the players. To be honest, like this Kanaya Boyce Clark guy, he's good enough to hang with them. Vagnditas or whoever. See, this guy is a good player. There's nothing really wrong with him, but he's not a great player. So if you want to win the league, you probably have to upgrade there. Ambrosio, this guy's only 21. He's a regen. He's going to continue to get better. The problem is, I don't know if he has enough room to improve to where he's an absolute superstar, but he's definitely a player that can start on a Premier League winning team. Javier Montero, this is not one of those guys. He's a good player. I mean, shoot, you got in Champions League positions, but he's not a great player. He's not. I think you know that. Just make sure we've got the right. Oh boy. There's fitness in play, isn't there? Yeah, I could tell they took some of the best players out there. All right, so let's go to team depth chart then, because that's a better way to color this in. So you have Ambrosio, you've got Jorge Cuenca, who is better than that other guy. But I think the issue you have with a guy like this is he's also not going to be able to carry, right? You a Rays fan too? Yeah, dude, I'm from Tampa. Back from the gulag. Yeah, I had to fight my way out. It was Doc and I. It was weird. You know, you pop into the Twitch gulag and then you sit down and you just like, and then Doc is over there and he's sitting in the corner muttering to himself in like 40 pairs of sunglasses. And then they're down fighting in front of us. Right? They're throwing things at each other, and I haven't played a lot of Warzone. They're down fighting in front of us, and then they're like, you know,
next into the arena, Sealand and Dr. Disrespect.
And he's clearly frustrated because, you know, he's been there for a long time. He keeps losing. So I go down and they give us snipers. You know, it's an absolute mess. And we get snipers, and then I peek, you know, I peek the corner and just pull the trigger, and I domed him. Absolutely domed him. He was furious, broke his controller, called me a flappy-gummed a loser, little child or something. I didn't really listen to the rant because then all of a sudden I was parachuting back in and got a message that I had been unbanned. And that's how it works. That's the system, just in case you were curious. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you, Parfait. How many players do you need per position? I mean, I would love to be able to say, wait a second. That doesn't sound right. You sure? Sure you want to say that? So I feel like something weird is happening in the chat, and I don't really know what it is. I'm interested to find out. I love you too, Jenny. What movie? It's a mutiny. It's about time. Damn it. I was waiting for some spirit. Yeah, Forest. Stu's got a Nottingham Forest save. Actually done pretty well in it. Champions League position in 2026, which is great. Really, oh my. You're just unlucky. You're a year early. Because on next year's FM, Alphonso Davies is going to have otherworldly potential. But right now, this is his potential. Because this game does it. Run, Forrest, run. Brilliant. Good job, chat. Everybody's seen Forrest Gump. That's what I like to hear. Everybody's seen Forrest Gump. Yo, Pork Lake, thank you so much for the 2 months. Look up a player, Projort Sandro Tonali. You mean in this save? All right, where's Sandro Tonali? Thank you so much for the redemption, by the way. I appreciate it. We're looking up Sandro Tonali for Projort. He's on Manchester City. Knocking the ball about like an absolute pro. This isn't the best Sandro Tonali I've seen. Like, he didn't hit all of his potential, but he's still already an elite midfielder at 26 years old, 43 Italian caps, 162 appearances for City, who bought him for 46 million, which is actually one of the bigger transfers I've ever seen. You never see him have about how to send a save. You can't actually right now. We had the saves submitted on Tuesday, and we are going through and watching all of them. Grizzly Bear. You've cooked your bacon. Congratulations on the 3 months. Thank you so much for being a part of the Hammers. Yeah, sorry. I appreciate the enthusiasm, Hachilavan. But they were all submitted on Tuesday, and we're working our way through them. How do you install facebacks? I've tried, and it doesn't work. I mean, it does work. Clearly, something is preventing it from working for you. Is Noyer playing in this save? Oh, we just had a redemption to look up a player. We've got it as a channel points thing. But you're just unlucky right now, and it feels weird saying this, and please don't clip this and make it out of context. Alphonse, you can't win the Prem without this Alphonso Davies on your team. Right? You just can't. He's not good enough. You have Claudio Gomez. I think that same can be said for the rest of your team. Your team is the bench. Davies hater confirmed. No, your team is the bench for a good team. Like, your team is the bench for Liverpool or something. You know what I mean? Yo, Carapulsius, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome. And Pick with the 2 months of the Twitch Prime. Do you like the Mexican League? Not particularly. I mean, we have the natural rivalry with Mexico in a footballing sense, but the Mexican League, it's got a playoff system. I know it's got a great following, Pick, but I have not actually really watched it that much in my life. So we got a couple players we're looking up first for Arson Waffles, Sebastiano Esposito. Where did Esposito end up in the... Ooh. Cheater with the 5 gifted subs. Hype train leaving the station, ladies and gentlemen. I simp for Zealand. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. 5 gifted subs from Cheater. Whoa, baby. Cheater up in the game. 7 subs gifted to the channel all time. 1 Rustico, Lalato, Nikki Larson, Wally, and Ryman. Welcome to the Hammers. Get in the subscriber section of the Discord. Sebastiano Esposito is playing for Brighton. What? He's playing for Brighton? After an unsuccessful turn at Roma, he's playing for Brighton? Sorelli with the 5 gifted. Whew. Damn, you boys hopping off. Bobby Duncan. Where's Bobby Duncan these days? At Crew, Alexandria. 183 appearances and 74 goals for Crew. He's a real legend of the game for them, but a bit of a weird player. Very agile, very creative, but doesn't have too much to his game, like outside of that. Sorelli, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You got 10 gifted to the channel now. Aaron, ICX, Reaper, Zeroth, Sean Wilkie, people popping off. We're more than halfway through a level 3 on the hype train. Wait, Brighton got relegated with Esposito? Are you serious? That dude's really good. Wowza. Okay, the last one is Big John McGann. Still at Aston Villa, baby. He's still turning it over at Aston Villa. He's still a regular starter. But they're in the championship. You hate to see it. 7th place finish in the championship for Aston Villa. But John McGinn is still there, damn it. He's still there. Grassajean, thank you so much for the tier 1 and welcome to the Hammers. Thank you again to Zarelli and Jeter for gifting 5 subs apiece. That sucks. Now we have a redemption, a point redemption that I don't want to devalue. We're not just looking around for players, but if you ever want to see a player either in one of my saves or in this case when we're saving saves, all you got to do is redeem it. If you want to see to look up a player, it's 5,000. Yes, that is it. I didn't know how many points it was, but everybody that just got gifted, Grassajean as well. Make sure you get into the subscriber section of the Discord so you can take advantage of being part of such an elite online gaming community. So the issue for this save is You have a team composed largely of players that I would consider backups on the best teams. Like this dude, you probably couldn't get this dude into the 25 at Liverpool. And then how are you going to expect to how are you going to expect to unseed Liverpool, right? You've really outplayed yourself. Not really outplayed yourself. I mean, you've got a good team here. Probably not the fourth best team in the Prem, so you're a bit punching above your weight in that spot, but still. You need to raise the sights on the gun. You need to look higher. You need to raise the threshold for players you're signing. Let's look at some transfer business that's been done recently. Who are the types of players? Like, who's the most expensive signing? You signed Josh Nichols for 40 million. 22-year-old Welsh player. That's solid. Little rich for my blood, but you're in England and sometimes you got to overpay for people that can be considered local. 40 million, certainly that guy. A little more development. 39 for Matty Longstaff, though. He's an improvement on your team, but do you win the Premier League with Matty Longstaff in the starting lineup? I'm going to go to sleep now, Jenny. All right, thank you. Always a pleasure. Best midfield roles, Joe has asked a couple of times. Best midfield roles to use in a 4-3-3. Welcome back. Thank you, Red Flyers. Thank you for the 100 bits. We've completed level 3, ladies and gentlemen. They're flying. They're absolutely flying. You seriously, that is the key here. You have to raise the sights. Like, Longstaff is a great rotation player, but is Matty Longstaff your reliable starting player at a Premier League winning team? I don't think so. Riley with the 3.
Here to support.
And I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 3 months. And the 101s with the Prime starting the journey to try and get to that cooked bacon just like Riley has. Most importantly, thank you for spending Jeff Bezos money. You do. You just have to raise the sights. And let's look at how you set up your scouting. This is where we talk about wiring the world. And you've set your scouting up well. You've got hot prospect Eastern Europe, hot prospect West Africa. All right, you're going to start to get reports on players. Magnus Lewis, an 18-year-old right back who's got great work rate, stamina, and teamwork. Right? Got a chance to be very good. They don't want to sell him. Does he have any release clauses? He's got a 15 mil that I wouldn't meet. I wouldn't do that. Literally just going to go through and be like, hey, you should probably sign this guy. So you got hot prospect UK, Ireland. Hot prospect in Southern Europe. That can get tricky. Really? They gave you Nico Williams? That's what they gave you for that one. Hot prospect in a bunch of specific South American countries. I have a feeling I'm going to want you to sign this guy. 18-year-old Brazilian Amparo. He's a center back, a man of excellent intelligence and athleticism. Excellent. You can train marking very easily, and defensive positioning trains marking and positioning. Heading, obviously, a little bit of a concern, but that balance and agility is nutty. He gets that acceleration and pace up to like 16 by the time he's done developing. Well, let's see what kind of potential he has. Mama. That's the type of dude you got to be looking at right there. That's the type of dude you got to be looking at. And then this guy, I mean, come on, man. 2 million? You can flip this guy for like 20 million yesterday. Proprax Nailed it. Thank you so much for the 4 months and for spending Jeff Bezos money to do it. He doesn't need any more money than he already has. Spend Jeff Bezos hard-earned bucks somewhere on Twitch. If you got that free sub, make sure you just spend it somewhere. When's the next Streamer Showdown? Probably in a couple of weeks. Jumping 11 is not for me. He's a cover defender. He's a cover defender. Look, being in the Prem has certain advantages. One of the advantages of being in the Premier League is that your players get the highest valuation possible for their talent. Okay, form disregarded. Your players get a huge valuation. So if you sign this guy for 2 million, even if you don't want to play him, and I mean he's a good shot-stopping player at 18 years old who's going to get better. He's not going to be a world-class goalkeeper, like a purely fluid class player. But if you sign this guy, you could flip him for money, like real money. I have a feeling you haven't had these assignments going for too long, though. Already looked at your Southern Europe. Eastern Europe. You get a good one? You really got a guy from Azerbaijan. That's actually I've never got a guy in Azerbaijan. Middle East. Well, he went to Iran. He found Masoud Jafari. Now, these guys are usually pretty cheap, but this guy's not worth signing. You got Central Europe. Now, most of these are going to be too expensive, but well, it's Ryan Gravenberg. Why? Like, I need to read the name before I click on the. Obviously, that dude's good. Yusuf Demir, this guy is actually real, and he's actually gross, and he's actually really expensive. Kai Van Santen. Pretty straightforward winger, but boy, can he run with the ball. Tries to play away, it refrains from taking. Good, they know his long shots aren't even terrible, but you just need to raise your sights. You are now dependent on your scouts. Your team is now dependent on your scouts in order to succeed. Thank you guys for the hype train. Alupo, that's what I'm talking about. Sign, loan, and sell. I mean, honestly, that 18-year-old goalkeeper and this guy, he's definitely better. Okay. See, the thing is, Ivo Silva is better at stopping the ball, right? Boom. There. He's got better handling. He's got better reflexes. Handling's better significantly. Visual Samurai, thank you so much for the prime. That's a sick name, by the way. Welcome to the Hammers. Agility actually also helps shot stopping, so Boyce Clark. But Boyce Clark's got that, like, I play in the Premier League sort of roundedness to him, where he's better in the air and communication, and he makes better, like, just makes better plays when it's not about shot stopping and it's just about, like, distributing and everything. That being said, this kid's only 18 years old, and I feel like if you give him a couple of years in the Premier League Academy, he actually could be as good as Kanaya Boyce Clark, and he costs $2 million, and you'd be able to sell him for a lot. Yolfi with the prime, thank you so much for the 2 months as part of the Hammers. Ayo. 1 month away. That's why you're 1 month away from the sizzle. So see if you can get your board to give you more scouts, and you just have to raise your sights. I don't think you've done anything bad. You've clearly put together a good save. But how to get over that final threshold, it's not by signing Matty Longstaff, right? You don't get over the final threshold by signing Matty Longstaff. All right, I hacked RNG is playing with a team called Cheddar. Okay. Oh, wait, I can do this directly? All right, cool. Totally didn't do that on purpose. How's the Nations League going? See, I'm not going to get copyrighted, okay? I'm not actually going to watch anything. But this was the game to me that captured the imagination. Will you do an interview with Miles Jacobson? I would love to. I've never talked to him. I've never talked to anybody at Football Manager, so I feel like I've messaged them and been like, hey, if you want to do anything, I'm right here. And nobody ever said anything back. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Just got to keep grinding, bro. They'll notice you one day if you keep grinding. This is the feature. This is the feature game right here. I'm not watching anything, chat. Take a breath. We've learned our lesson. I'm literally looking at the scores. It's okay. It's still a great website for scores. I was Gibraltar San Marino. You'd be like, notice me, Senpai to the FM staff, dude. Gibraltar 1, San Marino nothing. What a win for Gibraltar. Absolutely massive win for Gibraltar. Macedonia with the win over Armenia. Iceland and England level at halftime. Azerbaijan's leading with a red. Georgia's beating Estonia. Huge League C action going on today, ladies and gentlemen. Huge League C action. So there's a team, and I want to see if you got. Don't look it up. Don't ruin it for everybody. Be good, and let's have some fun and do a little quiz. There is a team that has made the Euros. There is a team that has made the Euros. Is this dude seriously unemployed? I think he just titled it like journeyman or whatever. Started in the 10th league in England, had a good run, but now I'm struggling with finances and players once I entered the Vanarama leagues. Not sure how I can continue this. This is a very typical problem. The Vanarama leagues have killed many a promising save in the climb. Specifically the Vanarama National League that you are now in, because this is a very difficult league to get out of. It is murderous. Everybody's in debt all the time. Painful. There is a team in League D. So if you don't know how the Nations League works, there are 4 levels. League A, League B, basically A level, B level, C level, and D level, and you get promoted and relegated from them. There are 7 teams in the bottom level. Only 7 in all of Europe that are D level. And it is San Marino. I can do this. San Marino, Gibraltar, Faroe Islands, Malta. Come on, Zealand. Come on, Zealand. Andorra. I believe in New Zealand. Liechtenstein, and this team. How good was that? That's my friend. I'm not going to pick it up. I don't want to put people on that don't understand that. In this team, there is a team that has made the European Championships that is the 7th team that is on the same level as those other 6. And I see a few people have gotten it. It is Latvia. They are, dude, how? Like, that's my question. I sit there, I'm like, how? How does that happen, you know? How? So it's not France. It's Latvia. They're like, you got to understand the type of terrible teams that are in sea level, right? Like sea level, how do you get sent out of sea level? You're playing Luxembourg, in Estonia, in Georgia, in Armenia. Like, and you got relegated from that and you made the Euros? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm interested. I don't get to do this much. Stats, team detail. Let's look at like the salary per year distribution here. Well, I mean, like, obviously it's going to be difficult to compete when you are literally the lowest paid team in this league. Obviously. Let's get the number of insecure teams. It's almost definitely more than a third of the league is legitimately insecure financially trying to compete in the Nations League. Yeah, they drew with Germany. That's the reason Germany did not get out of the group stages, because they drew. Yeah. Can't think of
excuse me, it's Verbakovskis.
Thank you, Brain. Verpakovskis. Sound it out. Zealand became a car. How'd you England have the most expensive national team? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You know how much you have to pay to get English players? I made 330 million euros in the winter break. Reckon that'll do with only buying key players. Example, I spotted a beauty of a right back, 20 years old only, but Cagliari have a clause for 99 million. Look, in rare circumstances, I will recommend spending. We're going to come back to this cheddar save. We're going to go into the Bate save real quick. Rare circumstances, I will recommend spending a lot of money. And I always like to take these opportunities to like illustrate this for you so that you can make these decisions, because this is literally about a mistake that I made. No player will sign a non-contract. Any advice? You're doing a lower league save with Skegness-town and you can't get anybody to sign a non-contract. Look, you're fully amateur. It's hard to be fully amateur. I mean, there's no like, what advice? If an agent recommends a player to you, that player will probably want to sign. So trial the people that get recommended to you and hopefully you'll be able to bring them in as part of the team, Plumley. So we're on the Bate save. Great. There is a player on PSG in this save, which of course is not what it will say. His name is Seko Suma. This player is absolutely disgusting. Okay, I mean, he's like, oh, to me, I mean, this looks like an advanced forward. This dude literally plays center midfield. He's unbelievably good. He's 20 years old, already in the French national team. PSG's pride and joy. And when he was 17 years old, my scout came to me and he said, Zealand, I found a guy. And I was like, really? You found a... Okay. How good is he? And he was like, he's going to be really good. He didn't look like this, obviously. He didn't look like this. He was a long way away in his development, but he didn't look like this. And he's like, you want to sign him? And I was like, I don't know. 70 million's a lot of money for a 17-year-old. But I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, I think he's going to be really good. I inquired, and they were like, 70 million. And he had, you know, that 4.5 gold potential on him. And he had the great personality. He had all that going for him. This guy is not a real player, no. This is not, no, that's not the point of this. This is about when to spend a lot of money, and it's in this situation. For me, this is the only time I'd spend a lot of money. I could have bought this guy for 70 million when he was 17 years old. And if I could go back, I would do it. You know why? Because I've got more money than I'm going to spend. So when you have a chance to get a player that everybody and their mother is saying, this guy's going to be special. Not just, oh, he has 4-star, 5-star, but this kid is 17. He's starting to get first team appearances at PSG. And you can buy him for 70 million right now. And his potential is the highest grade we can possibly give at the highest level of competition. Buy him. Spend the money. Yeah, so I'll re-scout him, Wallach. So what I'll do is you have your scout come back and say, this dude exists. And then you take your best scout and you send him. And he comes back and says, yes. Always buy. Don't always buy. Not at all. But when you are presented with the opportunity to sign Seko Suma when he's 17 years old, and he'd be a homegrown prospect, and PSG says, we want 70 million for this guy, you do the deal, because there are just not a lot of players on the planet. There are not a lot of players in the universe of your game that are going to be better than Seko Suma. That's it. That is when I spend a lot of money, is that situation right there. I'm spending a lot of money in that situation only. But I will spend, like, if somebody said, hey, this guy, like, my biggest regret in the bot, well, where would you play him? Oh, Metsala for sure. Midfield, Metsala, just gross. I had to see the Clyde, didn't understand what was going on. He 199. He had 199. That's out of 200. Thornwhip 199. That is higher than Messi and Ronaldo. on that potential ability on that 116-year-old. Also, it's 16 with a 133 current ability is amazing. That's the type of guy, though. Like, if you play with the curtain peeled off and you can see the current and potential ability, that's the type of guy. When you see that guy in everybody, and everybody just goes, this dude. I mean, I swear, like, there was a year where every month they were just like, Sekusuma, Sekusuma, Sekusuma. And I was like, I know it's a lot of money. What else am I going to spend the damn money on, man? What else? Like, who else am I going to buy that's going to be able to contribute to my team at this level? How do I set my scouting to hot prospect? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it here. But you go create new assignment. I can. Player type, hot prospect. 3.5 stars. Or it's like 3 full gold stars of potential. That's what it sets it to. So now to the save that we are currently saving. Hey, Luxembourg just leveled against Azerbaijan. Sucks to suck. We've got this. This is good. This is a type of situation we actually don't get to talk about a lot. So I appreciate the opportunity now to talk about it. We have Vanarama National. We've got a team in Cheddar that has climbed from the 10th tier of England all the way up to the 5th tier, the Vanarama National League, which is a funnel, right? Because the top 4 are the fully professional leagues, and hell yeah, brother, and all, you know, that's league football and non-league football. So there's a huge bottleneck here. That is why I think only 2 teams get promoted. You have to win the league or win the playoff to go up. And what you'll notice is that, like, literally nobody that wins this league gets relegated the next season. Like, once you are good enough to win this league, you're a mid-table team in the next flight. Do you like to check potential ability when you scout? I don't. It ruins the game for me, but this is a video game and you can play it however you want to. Whose save is this? This is I Hacked RNG's save. Do you need the in-game editor to see a player's potential ability? You think so, yeah. I haven't. I use it for videos. Like the in-game editor thing. And then it like shows up in scouting when you like searching players. Now this will go on YouTube too. Yes, we're behind on getting the live saves up. That is my fault, and I also got banned, and so there's been a lot of fun. There were a lot of third-party editors too. There are. So to get out of this bottleneck, you have to understand you have to be basically a mid-table League 2 team to get promoted from the Vanarama National. I'm willing to wager your team. You have the least amount of money. Right, and you're struggling for money at this level. That is not unusual. Your team, ooh, boyo. Strikers be bad, though. Do you just not do fitness training? Yeah, I got banned for, it was like I got a copyright strike. I got a copyright strike. I haven't gotten a single good youth prospect. England is so hard to get good youth prospects in because its youth rating is lower than Egypt's. England's youth rating is lower than Egypt's. And there are so many clubs competing for the good players that are produced. Think about that. Very hard. Wild Boys already knows what I'm going to say, but we're going to get there. Very bad physically. Not very good technically either. At least you got the tackling going for you. Okay. So you have one lone player in. I think the issue, though, with the loans sometimes is that you're semi-pro. And normally when you're semi-pro, you can't get any affiliates. So you have to rely on going out and finding people for loans. So what I would recommend doing is you get a scout, you create an assignment, looking for a first-team player for loan, and just let it rip. Just looking for a first-team player for loan. Just doesn't show up here, but it is for loan. Do that. Scout the area around you, look for a first-team player for loan. Then the wages are so low here. It's already overspending on wages. Yeah, your projections are bad here. Projections are bad. The National League's not going to give you really any significant money, if I recall. You don't want to rely on an FA Cup run, obviously. At least you have Chalice Johnson. So you scout for loans. You use the loans to, I mean, if you get the right loans, guys that want the, it's all about the club being okay. It's all about the club being okay with somebody playing semi-pro ball. I mean, that's what you need. You need somebody who lets a player go that's very good and lets them go play semi-pro ball. That's usually hard to get. You're going to be loaning people in from League 1 and League 2, but that's okay. I don't... Do the league rules for loans carry down to the 5th level? I feel like they might. A squad cannot have more than 5 loan players in it. That's the only rule. You've got some rule. You can only loan 2 players from the same club. You can't loan more than 2 players. Interesting. Weirdly specific. You need 5 loan players at all times because they're going to be able to contribute in a way that these guys are not. And what you should be looking for, and these are hard to find when you don't have a senior affiliate, which you can't get because you're semi-pro, and what you should be looking for are the loans where you don't have to pay any of the wage. You're already having issues with your wage budget. You don't want to make that worse, and loan players are a way to get players in for free that can help out. Obviously, you have a lot of guys that are playing for free in the team anyways, but that's something that you need to do. And I don't want to get down below the wage budget, but you definitely get young players and build mentality. Once you save your finances with a few loan players, that's what you need. I don't want to. I try not to base my advice on like he needs an FA Cup run. Obviously, that would help, but the longer you sit in the Vanarama National League, if this is not a money-making league, right? You're not making money in the Vanarama National League. You're never making money in the Vanarama National League. You're just not. So you got to get out. How do you get out? Loan players. I think you can get promoted with loan players. Lime. Thank you so much for the tier 1. I'm glad I'm back too, Coach Red Hawk. Thank you so much for the 4 months. Lime, welcome to the Hammers. Coach Red Hawk making his way downtown to Silver Bacon. I am also glad I'm back. Thank you, Looney Loser, for that. Yeah. When is the next stream that will go on the YouTube channel? Well, the Streamer Showdown is going to get packaged and put up on the YouTube channel. I'm thinking about putting it up as one video, and then we'll have Tuesday's stream. Obviously not Thursday's stream because it doesn't exist anymore, and then today's stream. Those will all go up on the live channel sooner rather than later, and then we'll be all caught up, and that'll be it. Getting banned on Twitch does not do great things for your live channel. You want to take a look at the 199 guy? It's okay. Will the Gold Cup be in the channel? So the live sports saves are edited by George. George is great as a long-form project editor, and edited edited the Asian Cup and the World Cup, that sort of stuff, that are great viewing. I absolutely love them. The next one that comes out is going to be the Euros video, so those will not go on the live channel. George boils them down to like 30-40 minutes, and then they get posted on the Zealand channel. And it'll be the Gold Cup and then the World Cup soon after that will be going up there. And Copa America as well, that he needs, is like in the editing pipeline. Euros is going to be, the Euros 2024 is going to be the next video posted on the live sports side of things. This is honestly my least favorite spot. I gotta be honest. This is probably out of anywhere you can be in Football Manager. Even before I started trying to save this save, if you had said, hey, what is your least favorite league to manage in? My answer would be the Vanarama National League. Like, really. Hey, American, unfortunately, asking about Bate and Janetos, unfortunately, Bate is lost to history. Like, the vast majority of that save is lost to history. You know when the next live sports save stream will be? Probably 2 weeks from now is my guess. The Janetos save, I think you can watch from the beginning on the VODs, but I didn't get the live channel up started fast enough for it to be easy to watch. And that's part of a project that I might try and go back and find those VODs and put them in order, and we can have it up on the live channel that way, and then you can watch it through. But I wouldn't count on me doing that in the next month or something. So you have to go and find the VODs for Janetos. Can you do a Bate series review on YouTube? I could. It's not, I mean, I'm still playing it as like a personal save to just mess around with, blow off some steam, so that's fine. I actually hate this league. I'm getting the cold sweats just doing saving saves in the Vanarama National. It's just a pit of misery, man. The money, there is no money. The competition is you're bouncing off teams that are like actually league teams. York City is spending $4.5 million on wages in the Vanarama National League. And you are spending $400,000 and your board's like, whoa, man! Hold it right there. You're just like, I don't. What do you mean? What do you mean? The worst. It's the worst. I mean, you end up in that situation a lot. It's the championship is another bottleneck, but in the championship you have more loan options, right? Because you're not a semi-pro team. The reason the Vanarama National League is brutal is because you're a semi-pro team playing professional teams, and there is no way to get around that, and there's no worse feeling in this game than being a semi-pro team playing professional teams. You got to work really hard to find the free loans that want to play at this level. I mean, we've already gone through all the things that iHacked RNG can do with the save, but it's just sometimes you just sit there and go, oh, you know, and we got a lot of submissions. You gotta buckle your chin, Scrap. Then squad needs cutting in half. Most of them aren't getting paid, though. I don't care how big your squad is if you're not paying them. He's not even paying it, half of his players to play. I mean, look. Like, they're not getting paid, right? And these guys are on, like, minimum wage. Actual minimum wage. Full-time players, you have to pay them at least $10,000 a year. It's madness. Probably dump this guy, but he honestly for this level looks pretty good, so I would say cut the squad down more, but if you can find a bunch of free guys to back your team up, then I would do that. In the championship, you can also bet on your own success through installments because the Prim has so much financial benefit. Yeah, it's just, the championship is easier than the Vanarama National. It is. What do you think about Fabio Silva? That's a coup. Fabio Silva is a great player. I know my knowledge is mainly based off Football Manager, but Football Manager typically doesn't miss on guys like that. Right, you miss on Freddie Adu because he's not in your wheelhouse. A dude playing at Porto is in your wheelhouse, and they say he's going to be very good. It's probably going to be very good. That is a great signing. Really a great signing. When I saw that, I was like, I think it's a great signing. I look, Fabio Silva is very good. I mean, Barcelona paid 125 million for Philippe Coutinho to score 2 goals against them in the Champions League knockout stages. So, I mean, when you look at it from that perspective, right, you're doing pretty well. How do I take my team to the next step from mid-table to Europa League contention? Also, what should my third tactic slot be used for with the current setup? Thanks. All right, Kevin 14 with Bologna. It is 2020, so this is just the second season. First season with Kevin, finished 8th. Not off to a good start this year. 2 losses in the first 2 matches. Who'd you play? Milan, and then, well, Frosinone and Calcio, that was on the road. So it's not an easy start to the season. You're at home against Atalanta. I mean, it's not going to get easier, I guess. But you are looking at, how do I take my team to the next level? The eternal football manager question of how do I take my team to the next level? See, when we look at your team right now, you have a good team. You knew that, right? But you have a good team. Jumping out of literally everything on this list is what I'm most okay with being down to. Your team is talented compared to the rest of the league. So right now, when the... Ooh... We haven't talked a lot about dynamics today. Probably good that we start now, chat, don't you think? Because this is completely avoidable right here. These two, completely avoidable. Why? Atletico would have paid around 300 million. Takahiro, Tomiyasu, and Matthias Svanberg want a new deal to reflect their ability. How? How do you let that turn into asking to leave? They literally don't even want to leave, Kevin. This is not good man management here at all. They don't even want to leave, Kevin. They literally, they just want a new deal at the club. Flat 4-3-3 in the middle of defensive. Center mid, deep lying playmaker, ball winner. That could work. It's pretty deep lying though, Dan. Back to you, Kevin. How, man? How? Oh. I don't even know how. I've never done this. Somebody comes to you and says they want a new deal to reflect your, and you don't give it to them? Ask them. You have excellent leadership support, so ask them to sack their agent. Right? Takes care of the problem. Even then, just negotiate the new contract. Use the playing time pathway to fool them. Mr. Witchy, thank you so much for the prime. Is that an Irish flag? Also 3 months. Yes, you have cooked your bacon. It is an Irish flag. Brilliant. They asked for too much, probably. You negotiate. I've never ended up in a situation like this where I couldn't either fire the agent or negotiate. You give a playing time pathway. They're obviously asking for more money, but this dude, kind of important, right? High potential player. Svanberg, same thing. I'm not advocating for murder. But if some harm was to befall their agent. Oof. No, the TTS doesn't work when I'm on the zoomed in thing. It should, and I can set that up. That's my bad. I mean, he's like, okay, I'm gonna make a deal with you. If Kevin is already over his wage budget, then it makes sense. If Kevin has room in his wage budget, I am going to be flabbergasted, and I do not use that word lightly. I'm getting some water. I need some water. He's got more than 10% of his wage budget open. Unbelievable. I am flabbergasted, Kevin. I'm flabbergasted. You got two bright young players. You're asking how you get in the Europa League. You keep those two guys and let them keep developing in the team. And you pissed them both off and now they want to leave. No, that was funny. Oh, God. That ain't good. Not okay. And then, yeah, we go back to Andrea Poli. He's 30 years old. He's not a fantastic player. He wants a bunch of playing time. You don't want to give it to him. That's fine. Sell him. These guys. How do you end up at the next level? These guys. And you keep playing him and you keep developing him. Those guys can take you to the Europa League. Those guys right there can take you to the Europa League. This is bad also. You need Jesus. You also need team bonding. You don't have control over training. Every week. Team bonding. After every game, match review. Every time. Because you know what a match review does? It increases team cohesion. Now the other two. Poli's not a bright young player. That's not what I was saying. Bro. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with... What did he do wrong? Everything's wrong with this. Need to wire the world, baby. I'm gonna make a freaking shirt that... Wait, I gotta check, see if that guy messaged back. If I can show you the rest of the shirt designs, that'll cheer me up. These are really sick. I just pulled up the I'm not going to show you because I'm mean. I'm really sorry, but I do have all the designs and I like them, but I'm not going to show you because we're gonna he's got plenty of scouts. He's just not wired the world, Chad. Hashtag wire the world. Hashtag wire the world 2020. Hashtag. So, what do we... I feel like at a certain point, you guys can help in fixing these saves. So, Kevin, obviously, just kind of kicking this save off. Doesn't really have a feel for it. Not necessarily making the right decisions. Needs to up the man management game for sure. No reason at all. You got to be aware of, like, if this is a bench player that's coming to me and like, hey, I want a new contract, and oh, screw you, you're 40 years old. Then you have guys that are actually going to make a difference for you going forward. He is trying. You got Scandinavia, Germany on the scout list, looking for, like, knows what he's doing here, looking for that scouted potential. Just needs to set Spain. I hate that. I hate that move. Like, you gonna find a cheap, great young player in Spain? Let me know where they are. You know, Spain's got release clauses too, and they're always way too high. Every once in a while, you'll get somebody in the second flight. It's like 15 mil release clause, but they're never the best guys. Did you talk to Jeff Bezos during your time off? Absolutely, I did. Does one say the journey is the joy? Dude, cringe. Yeah, but if you want to get into the Europa League positions, I think your team right now is basically almost good enough to do that. You just have to up this, actually do this, and then take advantage of the fact that you're going to be making a lot of money. Why? The board is giving you... You probably just spend a lot of your transfer budget on somebody that's going to anger me. You bought Alpha Merle. This is a... Oh, let's go, Kevin! Yes! Come on, Kevin! The redemption tour for Kevin. What a signing. Well done, sir. 16-year-old Frenchman for 18. Wow. Yeah, Kevin. There we go. Kevin Thomas. Well, you know, here's the thing. This potential bothers me. When it's not all the way. I mean, when you're Barcelona, you sign this guy, because this potential at Barcelona is... This potential at Bologna is... You know, it's not... For me, not a guy I'm signing, right? For me, not a guy I'm signing. Just not. But he spent 18 million on him, and he'll probably be worth it at some point, but I don't think he is right now. This guy, Jordan Amavi, he is who he is, balanced, no holes in his game. You can totally make the Europa League with that guy, but he's not somebody that's going to push you all the way. But it's under 10 million. I think these two great pieces of business. I don't know about this one. Yo, Ackers DM! With the 4 months. Let's go. Thank you so much for being part of the Hammers. The Alpha Male. Really, what kind of name is this? Is that his full name? What's their second son's like Beta? And then what is C? I don't even know. Did we even get to that part? I'm gonna invent the word just for you. Some well-grilled bacon there. Yeah, that's some steamy bacon. And you just sold Matija Natajic. Pretty nice sale. I don't think that's a bad piece of business. 30 million, dumping a guy who's good, not great. Mitchell Deeks. This is just savvy. Sold this guy for 17, bought this guy for 9.75. They're very similar players. You did sell Zivkovic, though, and people really like Zivkovic. It's not a great player right now. Like that's, yeah, for 33 million. Problem is, they're not giving you 100% of transfer revenue is made available. I'm guessing that that is a new revelation, or else you would have a much bigger transfer budget after making those sales. You'd probably be able to go to the board and ask for more transfer budget as well. That's something that will free you up to make more good signings, like, honestly, the one you just made. Has the emote been approved yet? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna get in behind the curtain here. Do we have a new emote? Or is it still waiting for approval? Pending. Now we have a new emote, chat. Get it out! We should. Actually, it's just like the emote page. Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yes. I don't have it. Am I not? I just accidentally closed the chat. On fire. Don't know how else to say it. I'm absolutely on fire. God, there's 636 people here. That does not get old. I'm telling you right now. Does not get old. What an emote. Am I like very high today? Like, there we go. It's that's the wrong button. Oh, it's Zealandception. The Zealands go on forever, chat. You can't stop at the Zealands. Infinity Zealand. It's an Infinity Zealand. My favorite of all kinds of Zealand. What an emote, ladies and gentlemen. I put a Zealand in your Zealand with some Zealand sauce on it and then dropped a Zealand Escobar all over the chat. Let's get to our next save. Then I did Kevin, thank you for the entertainment, and hopefully that stuff helps. Adam 619. Been trying to become title contenders for 4 years now. Also, want opinions on my youth and senior team's tactics, if you may, please. Love the YouTube and streams, by the way. XOXO to you, my homie. Thank you so much for submitting the save. Dude, I love the new emote. I love it. One day, I'm gonna guess which line it's on. Today is not that day. You said England got a red card, by the way. Who got the red? Kyle Walker for tripping. No! Yo, Luxembourg. The hard carry from the Luxembourgish. 2-1, they turned it around on Azerbaijan. You thought Luxembourg was going down to the D level, didn't you? Well, guess what? You're wrong. Also, Iceland is not going down to the B level. That's a hot take. Iceland's not going down to the B level. Is it loaded? Borrow. Here we go. Here we go. Can we see the red? LOL. No. Iceland's going to score in a long throw in the 93rd minute. How they play, dude. What did I just... Let's do a little quiz. What did I just get banned for? I was literally banned on Twitch. What did I get banned for, chat? What did I get banned for? I got banned for something. Highlights. Thank you. Being too sexy. That was my second guess. Winning the Champions League with bots. Oh boy. Public nudity. I can explain. So this is a, hey, just look at my tactics. Oh yeah. This is awesome. I just love it when a plan comes together and we're just chock full of regens. I love saves like this. Aparecido Enrique. It's got the sauce. Alisson. Somebody spends a lot of time in Brazil. Ujkan Genka. Oh, yikes. Well, he's just having a bad day. He'll turn it around. He's fine. Ronnie, there's a Brazilian when you need him. Ooh, baby. Did somebody say, turn this guy into a right back right now? Because I did. Stealing Jeff Bezos' money. That was the real reason. Huckleberry Finn, thank you so much for converting to a tier 1. Taking advantage of those September perks. Oh, yeah, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zealand News. I'm your host, Zealand. Let's get to our top story tonight, and that is that this month is September. September means that you get discounts on subscriptions to your favorite streamers all across Twitch. It also means that if you're looking to switch from using Jeff Bezos money on any particular channel, it's cheaper to do it now, like Huckleberry Finn just did to remind me to make this announcement once a stream. I figured out what September was after somebody told me about it because somehow I know nothing about any of these things. Hashtag professional streamer, hashtag hashtags. Thank you so much for listening to this public service announcement, and just beware of that as you move around for the rest of the month of September. Back to you. So that's the thing. Second season with PSG. Any recommendations for a goalkeeper? 300 million to spend. Can't find a certain player. Wilker Fariñez. Question answered. Thought it was September. I mean, it's both. You know, it's a little. Simp for Zealand. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. It really is hard to argue with that. I'm a lot. I like to think I'm a professional in a lot of different disciplines. So you built a wonderful team. You're having a lot of fun. But with Barrow, how do you? Right. That's the question we're on. How do you? Well, this is a dumb question. It's a dumb question. How do we become title contenders? You are. Oh, England just got a penalty. God, rigged. Rigged. It's rigged. Catch you next time. All right, Heat Army. So you already are a title contender, so I'm glad I can help. I mean, you guys see how effective this saving saves is. I mean, we can achieve your goals before we're even done saving the save. Also want your opinions on youth teams and senior tactic. All right, so let's look at the youth teams then. Yeah, you just wanted me to praise you, and you know what? I will. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. This is an amazing youth team. Who is Ingeson? Like, who is actually on the Icelandic national team? I root for them, and they're great, and they execute their game plan perfectly every time, and they're really, to me, fun to watch because they provide hope for nations that a really organized youth setup can really help you compete at the highest level. It's a shame. It sounds like they're going to lose. Yeah. Raheem hit it. Sigurdsson, I guess. No, yeah, it's Sigurdsson's on the team. And Finn Bogason is somewhere. I know there's a Finn Bogason, but that's the point kind of the team. This is, when you're at this level, what you want your youth teams to look like. I think we all know that, right? Lee Jong-hyung. My God, he has 4. Iceland just got a penalty? Ice, 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 Iceland, ice, 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 Iceland. Now the face pack doesn't have an ethnicity identifier. I was freaking out because this dude has 14 caps at 18. Straight up, this man just turned 18. He was born in March. It is April. He just turned 18 and he has 14 caps. He's gonna have 200 caps for the national team. Meme Gissen! 100% it's Meme Gissen. This is insane though, right? It's gotta, I see people on really terrible national teams that'll have less caps before they turn 18. This man had over 10 caps for sure for South Korea. He had at least 12 caps before he turned 18. He missed. No. Rewind it. Go back to when Iceland had a chance. Rewind it. Go back to when Iceland had a chance and let him try again. He should be able to try. Iceland has 400,000 people and England has like 70 million. So that means England has a population that is like, I'm not good at math, a lot times more. I think Iceland should be allowed to attempt a penalty. And like each one for how many times smaller their population is. I think that's fair. No! It's almost like you Googled it. Thank you for correcting me. I thought I knew it. I separated UK and England, but I legitimately thought England had 70 million people in it. Iceland's ancestors probably pillaged England, so that should make them feel better. Population of England's copyrighted. See you boys later. It's been a great ride, but it looks like this is the end of the line. We're headed home. Just kidding. Okay, this team's stacked. You're already doing all the right things. Financially, you're already in a great spot because Premier League. You are already doing everything that you were hoping, but much love, Adam. Congratulations on the success. I'm glad you enjoy everything. Magic Bird, that's me. You up, homie? At least Gibraltar got a win. Luxembourg's about to beat a country that has so many more people than it. It's disgusting. I mean, like, what is the population of Azerbaijan, right? I have no idea. Oh, I honestly would have figured it was much higher. You know what? Luxembourg has like 1 million people, doesn't it? That is not nearly as big of a disparity as you would think when you think of Azerbaijan and you think of Luxembourg. Now that is Luxembourg. Yo. I did not forget the Thiago Silva sign for Chelsea. I just have this thing where 36-year-old center backs are not people I assume are going to save the team. I mean, analytically, he's well past his prime. I know I talked about Malang Sarr because I think he's part of the future. Thiago Silva's a one-year Band-Aid who, my guess, by the end of the season won't be in the first team picture. That's what I was thinking. Luxembourg. Like, straight up, Luxembourg is bigger than Iceland. Luxembourg, what are you doing? I know you had a great season last year, but that drop is coming. Analytics say a center defender's prime ends at 32. So he's 4 years past that. Yeah, like Thiago Silva's Band-Aid. I don't think when you get a Band-Aid like that, it's going to be life-changing for a defense that really struggled. But signing him to mentor the young guys is great. That's why I didn't talk about him. So Iceland's over here with 400,000 people in the A level, and Luxembourg is over here sucking in the C level. They've got 200,000 more people than Iceland. They're 50% bigger than Iceland. Come on. Iceland's footballing infrastructure. I'm serious. Iceland shows you that it's not even about the talent. It's not about the culture. It is about if you build a national team setup designed to give everyone a chance. And Iceland has the best national team setup in the world. You build a national team setup to give everyone a chance, create a clear pipeline up to the top with great coaches that are accredited. You can turn a country of 400,000 people into an A-level European team. For real. I don't think it's a bad signing to get Thiago Silva. I just don't think he's the guy that Chelsea's defense is saved. I obviously don't. With the video I came out with today, don't think that. So that, honestly, that video for the memes, the fact that people are actually enjoying it. Usually when I do non-FM stuff, it doesn't really pop up that much. This video is gonna age well. It already didn't age well. I saw a comment. Hold on. I gotta answer the people. All right, we're in the save. Yes. What are we playing? As Hereford, my first ever FM save. Oh, welcome to the party, Magic Bird. I would appreciate all the help I can get with tactics, scouting, etc. Why my U23s don't play in a league. All right, so first FM save. Well, you're in 2028 and you've got Hereford in the Prim, so very well done for your first save. Not blowing up at any level, but it does look like you've... Oh, I love this. Absolutely love this. Sailing up. Honestly, people in their first FM save, I see this a lot. But then you hit boom, boom, and then so you didn't hit your stagnation until the Prim. I give you full marks for that. You've been in the Prim for a while. You've been running mid-table non-stop. Your projections are probably clean. Yeah. You're running on a no loss. You've got a decent transfer budget. You got a good payroll. So let's check on some of your, let's call them the football manager fundamentals, okay? Is Nathan Ake, he's okay in FM. I think he's better in real life than he is in FM. But it's not a disaster. The question is, once you get, there's a point where you stagnate. For some people, it's the Vanarama National. For some people, it's the championship. For some people, it's the Prem. There's a point where you hit a wall and you stop. And obviously, our boy here has hit a wall. 5 or 6 straight years of just 12th, 14th, 11th. Hey, following my videos like a religion, as much as people like to meme and say I don't know what I'm talking about, I do. I do a lot of research to make sure I'm telling you stuff that's actually going to help. And I put 2,000 hours into the game just playing it too, so. The channel originally is just I play this game a lot, and here's some things you could do to help. I can also be improved on too. I'm not the best tactics person. I've literally been talking to people to try and improve my tactical knowledge recently. That's something that I want to do, is I'm talking to these people to improve my tactical knowledge. Even in Oceania, there's nothing wrong with your scouting. What else do you want me to look at? Why my U23s don't play in a league. So this is a weird thing. There is obviously a U23s league. So let's go to Liverpool. And we'll go to Liverpool. We'll go to their teams, which players, U23, Premier Division, U23 1. And Premier Division 2. So you have U23s, but they don't play in a league. They're playing Hitchintown in the Ryman League Premier Division. Good for them. Let's go to schedules. U23 schedule should... Dude, I am in the sauce right now. Thank you. God, it took me forever. So you just got them playing friendlies every week, and they're not playing in a league. Normally, you'd get asked. The board would be like, we're adding the U23 teams to the league this year. And it's something that just kind of happens, and you go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, while you're climbing the levels. Does this happen to anybody else? Schedule bottom left. Thank you very much, Darner. You ever going to interview Nap? Nap doesn't want to be interviewed. Trust me, I had that thought a long time ago. But I do talk to Nap, and I want to keep talking to Nap regularly so that I can continue to learn. Happened last year as well. I think you just have to get your youth level. That might be it. That makes sense. You have great youth facilities. Exceptional academy coaching. That's not it. I mean, you can't get much better than what the setup at Hereford here is in 2028. This is a great setup. There are a few people in the Discord this has happened to. Thank you, glorious mod team. So this is a thing that happens to a lot of people. I think it has to be youth level 1. Well, that's just annoying the way it's built. Haritz, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, by the way. Like, welcome to the Hammers. I hope you're still here. I think I missed that in a wall of hydration. What's his problem? This guy's stagnating in the middle of the Prem. Doing the right things to get out of it. Probably not signing the right players, though, because that's something that it's harder for me to make a video about, is how do you sign the right players? How do you make that decision? Yeah, we should talk to the board, shouldn't we? I feel like it'd be in networking. We already looked at it. There's like nothing... Already improving training in youth facilities. Those are about to be done. Expanding the ground. This dude's making plays. This dude's making plays. Making smart, low money signings. It's not... You are doing great at this game. You just... Because it's your first FM save, you don't have the sense of who to sign that's going to actually help your team get to the next level. Oh, Matthew Dow's at 21. That's a pretty large leap if you think he's going to get into the Black Stars at 21 to get all the way up to that level, because especially when you look at his attributes, he's not there right now. Dejan Petrov. Now we're talking. That's a little bit better. This is a 20-year-old already in the Serbian national team. He is an advanced forward through and through, but he's a classic athlete finisher. Andy Bertrand. You loaned this guy out. Okay. I don't know about that. 22-year-old goalkeeper that's not kind of in the first team picture. Luca Bellini. Yeah. Good signing. Got him for $7 million. Oh, this dude literally For your first FM save, this is incredible. This is a Colombian flag, by the way, back there. And then that's Ireland and Iceland and Wales, Florida. I've got a bunch more flags, too. I need to rotate them. I have a regen face pack. We're working on building a better one, but right now, this is the regen face pack we have. So you're doing a lot of the right things. It's signing somebody like this that's probably not the right move, you know, but like signing Carl Svensson. I don't know about loaning him out here. And I'm going to tell you why. You're smart. You loaned him out within England, so he'll be nation trained, so I'm going to shut up. But normally you'd want to keep these guys at the club. When you are 17, training is more important than match experience. I guarantee you your facilities are better than whatever team you just loaned him out to. Once he turns 18, if he's developing really well with training, keep him. If he's not, loan him. If he's 19, loan him every time. So this guy should be out on loan. If he's not playing a first team role, he might be playing a first team role. This is also not a, like, I know you got him for real cheap. Not a guy that's going to help take you to the next level. That is a guy that you can flip for money, though. You'll be able to sell Max Schroeder for a lot more money now. And Belinovic, you foxy minx. $475. I've spent that on groceries before. Don't ask. 400. This guy honestly plays the game like I do. He seriously plays the game like I do. He is a bloodhound for finding these guys. And I'm surprised that he hasn't turned the corner. And I think it might have something to do with like player development or something like that. Roscoe, I actually really loved that question. I feel like I'm just gonna, because your team is not good enough to be higher in the league. You see that? Like, what attributes are important for this? He's okay, but he's not. This guy's not. Shane Dixon's not a great player, and he's the highest rated player according to this guy. And then you have this. Where did this come from on this team? This team's like a mid-table team, and then all of a sudden this dude pops up with the vision and passing of a Greek god. In my opinion, this kid is world-class, and he's 19. This is more like it, my dog. This is more like it. No way is this a first-timer. Actually, wouldn't surprise me. First-timers tend to not overthink stuff as much. This is when you want to spend the big money. He found this guy when he was 17, spent 31 million on him. Clocked. That dude's cracked. His midfield's great. Then what do you do? Like, how is this the same guy making the decisions on this? Right? How is this same guy? How have you been 12th for like 7 years? I mean that like in a nice way, because your ability to build teams here, your sense for it is fantastic. You should be higher. Right? Your whole team is regens. Your whole team is young and talented and well purchased. How? A tactics bottleneck? Probably, right? Let's look at the tactic. No, I mean, it's a balanced tactic, too. Like, you never go wrong with this. Oh, you know what happened? You need a little swagger. This is what I'm going to leave you with, and then I'm going to ask a question, and then I actually have to get off. I have class in 8 minutes, believe it or not. We have to do a Saturday class because the semester's cut short due to COVID. Very fun. Anyways, you gotta get your swagger. All right, playing cautious, main tactic. When you have really legitimate talent, definitely needs some upgrades in defense. Yeah, could do with some better center backs. Get out there and play attacking. I mean, not when you're playing Manchester City, but when you're playing, and I'm sorry, Burnley. When you're playing Norwich when they're up, go attacking. You're probably dropping a lot of points, and that's the difference between 7th and 12th right there, is you're dropping a lot of points to these teams because you just aren't attacking enough. So that's what you should do there. And here's the question, chat. Roscoe mentioned this earlier. I'm going to scroll up and see if I can find it. Maybe not enough experience, too young of a team. I mean, I won the Champions League. The oldest player on my team was 25. Now, the experience does help. Like, that's not just the end-all, be-all, me having done that. The experience does help, but you can certainly just overcome it with talent, and his team's going to get more experience as they keep playing. So this is what Roscoe said. Can I ask everyone here, what was the first Zealand video you watched? For me, it was 50 FM tips in 10 minutes, which is actually 12 minutes, but never mind. Well, the actual tip part was, never mind. There was a timer. I loved it and watched almost every single video I uploaded after that. He was the first FM content creator I watched, and seeing the rise to where you are now has been such a great journey. So I ask you, chat, what was the first? I'm new here. How old are you? I'm 24. I got you. What was the first Zealand video you watched? How long ago was it? FM tips for beginners. The bot, apparently for IMK, the Bate Champions League finals, the first thing that popped up when you typed in Football Manager. That's nuts. We're gonna raid somebody, by the way, so stick around for that. How to set up saves. Face back for the Gibraltar video. Shut up. The Gibraltar video on FM Scout. How to scout with no money was my first. Really? I like that video. The response was kind of meh on it, but I thought it was one of the better ones I'd done, just in terms of like the helpful ideas. I feel like a lot of people end up in that situation. It's been a while. I don't even know. A training guide for FM at the end of April. Oh, the one with the headband on. Love that. The roles video, the youth intake video. Best 11 of the Wonder Kids this decade. FM speed tips, the one with the stopwatch. It's like, you know what's funny is everybody, the Winston Churchill speech a week ago, everybody's saying a different video. That's what, I love that. $20 best FM, oh, the longest video of all time. 20 best hidden gem Wonder Kids on FM. I'm here because of Fall Guys. Nick, hell yeah, brother. One of the early aerobics videos you did. All right, who are we raiding? That's a rhetorical question. I got this. Pick out somebody. They got a good layout. They put in the time. They just don't have the eyeballs. We're going to give them the eyeballs. Gonna drop the hammers on somebody. Absolutely make their day. That's what it's all about. I just need to get to the Football Manager page. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, this dude's got an Icelandic flag in the background. No way. No way. What was the first save I ever streamed? Zealand Trivia. It was with HK in Iceland trying to win the Champions League out of Iceland. Yeah, I got an ad. Whatever. This dude is literally trying to win the Champions League out of Iceland right now. Come on. That's perfect. That's perfect. We're going. He's literally trying to win the Champions League out of Iceland. Just, it was allegedly a journeyman at one point. That's just too good. We got to go. Thank you, Roscoe, for the great question. We're going. I'm following this guy. He's playing with Valor Reykjavik in Iceland trying to win the Champions League out of Iceland. Let's go. All right, Hammers, let's be nice. We grab the Zealand Escobar. We're going to spam the Zealand Escobar because you get a new emote, bro. You gotta spam it. You gotta spam it, chat. Thank you. Oh, Lalea Tutui, thank you so much. Thank you for the Prime. Spending some Jeff Bezos money to get in the Hammers. Make sure you get in the subscriber section of the Discord. Spam the Escobars. And once Van Bradley comes down from the raid and the hype of the raid, ask him about the save. Let's hang out with him, and maybe you're about to find one of your next favorite. Who knows? This could be me, but 2 years, 2 years ago. So literally playing essentially the same save. So here we go. Love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Super happy to be back on Twitch. Feels really weird that I'm the dude saying that, but it is. And I will see you tomorrow playing Crusader Kings 3 with Jack. And it should be a great time. I got to go to class in 2 minutes. Goodbye. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't checking the time. I almost missed class. Let's go!
The clause which reduces the amount. Hey!
This is the beginning of a
Whoa! Whoa! Is that Zealand? Is that Zealand?
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Zealand is raiding us. I do not have enough raid defenses. Thank you guys. This is so ridiculous. I do not have the ability to keep up with this.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
This is so ridiculous. Thank you so much, Zealand.